welcome to the Dixie Sun News at noon. I'm Emma Van Lent.
And I'm Stephanie Dupar. Thanks for tuning in.
One change being made here at DSU is a new, more inclusive four-year plan designed not only to help students decide on their schedule, but also to help lay out any social and personal goals. The new plan is broken down into different sections based on your year in school. Freshman year will be categorized as Imagine and will focus on students getting involved on campus and making connections with other students. Next is sophomore year, which is aimed toward Investigate, encouraging students to get involved in the community. Followed by junior year, or the Interact year, where students should focus on finding leadership positions and look for professional organizations on campus. And finally, senior year, the Implement year, where students join the professional workforce and learn about the DSU Alumni Association. This and many other changes are just one of the things the new Career Center is now offering to help students succeed. For more information, you can read the in-depth story on our website, dixiesunnews.com, or pick up a paper on campus.
Homecoming week is fast approaching, and this year, DSUSA has arranged for a concert at the end of homecoming week with pop sensation Daya as the headliner. Dixie Sun reporter Emma Van Lent went out and spoke with members of DSUSA and was able to find out more about the upcoming event.
DSUSA is holding a concert at the end of homecoming week, and this year, Daya is scheduled to perform. Nate Jerry, DSUSA's promotions manager, says it's not uncommon for up-and-coming names to want to stop and play at venues here in St. George.
And Dixie's growing. As you know, St. George is one of the biggest growing cities in the world, or in America right now. And so I think people see that, and people kind of want to jump on St. George before it gets huge. Because then, if you get in while it's small, then they'll remember you, and you kind of become that culture. And so I think a lot of big name places, people and companies in general, are seeing that, and so they're trying to get into the scene of St. George.
The concert will be held November 2nd at the Burns Arena, and DSUSA will be doing multiple giveaways leading up to Daya's performance.
Different things that are going on. One of the big things that we're doing is we're going to be giving away a VIP package for the night, similar to what we did with our Dixie Fest. So I would just definitely watch at the Dixie Life, our Instagram handle. That's where we'll release that information.
Tickets will be on sale online, and they range from $20 to $40.
This is such a cheap cost to go see somebody this big. If you go to most concerts up north, you're going to pay way more than that a lot of the time. And the nice thing that's really cool about our venue, so we hold at the Burns Arena, is it's not a massive venue. So it's a really good seat no matter where you're at in the house. And it's a great time for students to be able to have a fun, energetic atmosphere that's pretty unique to Dixie State and to a university experience. And everything with homecoming is definitely geared to having great school pride, and this is just a great way for us to invite somebody into what Dixie State is during that week.
Keep an eye out for possible giveaways and more information on the coming weeks on DSUSA's Instagram page and on signs around campus. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention held its annual Out of the Darkness walk at Highland Park. Members of the community and local celebrities gathered to promote suicide awareness and raise funds for the foundation. Dixie State's College of Humanities and Social Sciences helped raise over $800 for the organization. Reporter Monique Chavez has more on the story.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention held their annual Out of the Darkness walk at Highland Park. The AFSP's mission is to save lives and bring hope to those who have been affected by suicide.
This is our 8th year holding the Out of the Darkness walk in St. George and at this particular park. Today we had 374 who had pre-registered, but with the look around at the amount of walk-ups, I'm guessing we'll have closer to 600 people today. And we were at $21,000 raised yesterday online, and again, people will be bidding on items in the silent auction, turning in more money. So there's quite possible we'll raise an additional couple thousand today as well.
During the event, there was also a bead ceremony to honor those who lost their lives to suicide.
Delaney Drake is wearing white beads, representing the loss of her son, Chance Douglas Drake.
We're here as a group of friends supporting my son, Peyton. We lost him in April of 2017, so we're here today to support the awareness and prevention of suicide.
There was also a performance by Alex Boyer before and after the walk.
If you just bear it and not break, or at least not today.
I'm excited to be here with Dixie. It's our first activity with the Dixie's New Hope Squad for this year, and it's just good to be able to come here and support a good cause.
Reporting for Dixie Sun News, I'm Monique Chavez.
Those interested in volunteering for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention can submit a volunteer application at afsp.org/Utah.
On to more statewide news. Utah drivers can now drive around with a small part of suffrage history for only $16. For the first time in the state of Utah, there will be a women's suffrage license plate. The Utah Department of Motor Vehicles released the plates to commemorate the women's suffrage movement and that women have been allowed to vote since 1870, before Utah was even a state. Drivers interested in purchasing a suffrage license plate can find them and 64 other special group plates at their local DMV. 6,000 runners from over the world will be competing in the 42nd annual St. George Marathon this Saturday. Although the race only started in 1977, it has grown into the 16th largest marathon in the U.S. Because many roads will be closed for this event, expect large traffic delays to prepare accordingly. If you would like to join into the festivities instead, there will be a fun run for kids, and I Am Able Rock, and a Move It dance party on Friday at 6 p.m. at Vernon Worthern Park.
The Utah System of Higher Education recently sent out a letter expressing its support for new referenda that will affect the cost of higher education. Opinion Question 1 has been agreed upon by the governor and legislative leaders and will appear on the ballot this fall. Included in the referenda is a 10-cent increase in gas prices, which will bring in an additional $125 million every year. The increase in prices will go back into keeping rates for higher education low and help improve retention, as well as graduation rates. Well, you know, if it means paying an extra 10 cents in the pump for lower education, I'm all for it, Emma.
I couldn't agree more, Stephanie. And on that note, we have a short break coming up, but stay tuned because next we will have more on both men and women's soccer, as well as the latest on DSU football.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Yeah. There we are. Hi, I'm Eric Young.
And I'm Jennifer Kohler.
And this is, we're coming to you right before our show that we go live with Talking Point Live. And we just wanted to tell you to make sure you join us Wednesdays at 9:30, live coming to you from the studios of the CEC here on the campus of Dixie State University.
Yeah, and you can catch the rebroadcast at 9:30 when we're not live, and 12:30 and 4:30. Daily, weekly.
Daily? This is like way too much,
yeah.
I think. But just in case you got something better to do,
yeah,
there's all those times you can catch it as well. Also, you can catch us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/TalkingPointLive and on the CEC YouTube channel. All right, see you there.
We're basically very catchable.
Well, you are.
Welcome back. Here's Ashlyn with more on sports.
Thank you, Stephanie. DSU football blazed by with a 41-38 victory over Black Hills State at Lyle Hare Stadium in Spearfish, South Dakota, adding to the existing 3-game winning streak. Don't miss Trailblazer football back at home Saturday the 13th against Western State, Colorado. Dixie State men's soccer had a close loss against Colorado Mesa Sunday at Trailblazer Stadium. DSU struck their only goal at the opening of the half when forward Moises Medina played the ball up the left wing to forward Tony Folger, who notched his 3rd goal in the year just inside of the right post, 15 yards out. Medina's assist was the 15th of his career and moved him to 1st place on DSU's career assist list. Men's soccer hits the road for a match against the RMAC leader, Colorado School of Mines, tomorrow in Golden, Colorado. DSU's women's soccer gave the RMAC co-leader Colorado Springs all it could handle, but came up short in a 2-1 setback Sunday at Trailblazer Stadium. Colorado Springs gained the advantage quickly and gave the Trailblazers only 30 seconds for a corner kick from the left side of the 6-yard box as their chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the ball sailed over the crossbar and time expired before DSU could regain possession. The women traveled this weekend for a pair of matches against Colorado Christian and Colorado School of Mines.
Well, it's not too late in the season for them to turn things around and still have a really great turnout.
I think this is going to be the best time to rally around our women's soccer team.
Definitely agree.
And with that, that's a wrap for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News.
Catch us back here in 2 weeks, same time, same place.
Thanks for watching and have a great week, Trailblazers.